Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I will be reading the January 20th Daily Inspirational Message. It's a couple paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, internal prayer, and then make a couple comments on the message, and I trust it will assist both of us on our journeys. Okay, here we go. Title, Service. Paragraph 1. We are God's creations and God is love. Therefore, we are the physical manifestations of love. Service, as an expression and extension of love, is love put into action. If love put into action is service, then whenever we're being or expressing love, we're being of service. Throughout the day, we are offered many opportunities in many different ways to be of service. The more present we are, the more easily we're able to recognize the opportunities that are being offered to us to be of service. A good way to figure out how you can be of service is to go inward and study what you are passionate about. Understand what makes you feel good, peaceful, and joyful. Then, each day, place more of your time, focus, and energy on being, representing, and expressing what fulfills you. Paragraph 2. Today, let us slow down our pace in order to try to catch any opportunity we're given to be of service. We can do this by reminding ourselves what our goal is before every situation and interaction throughout the day. Before you enter any location, remind yourself, my goal here is to be of service in some way, shape, or form. Before you meet anyone, remind yourself, my goal is to be of service with this person. Even when you forget to set up your goal, during the interaction, take a moment and remind yourself that you're here to be of service. When you notice you miss an opportunity to be of service, do not put yourself down for this. Instead, use the experience to help you better prepare for the next time that a similar opportunity presents itself. Okay. Service. What is true service? Let's figure out what service is not. Service is not a numbers game, like the world will have you believe, or what the Eagles programming says, that if you are able to touch X number of people, then you're being of service, but if you just touch one or two, that's not that great. That's what the Eagle says, because the Eagle loves comparisons, okay? That's not the true idea of service. The true idea of service is that service itself is love being manifested into the physical realm in some way, shape, or form. And so anytime we're being loving in nature and using love's expressions, such as compassion, gentleness, peace, joy, helping people trust more. Anytime we're doing any of those things, we're being of service. And so don't punish yourself if you are not affecting 100,000 people or 100 people. It doesn't matter. The idea is to return to the moment, align with your source, which is love, and then share this love to your brothers and sisters. And you will be guided to what aspect of love you're here to share. Let's say a brother or sister is anxious. You're here to share that maybe, if they trust God a little bit more, or if they trust the universe, and they look at their past and they see how things ended up working for good, that this too will work out for good. And so that's an expression of service. That's an expression of love. If somebody's feeling angry or resentful, you're back at your center. And you align with love through the aspect of forgiveness. And then you offer this forgiveness, this idea of possibility of forgiveness to your brother and sister, so they can so it can help them see another way, a way to peace. And that's being of service. And so let us forget about the idea of numbers, and let's simply practice returning to the present moment and aligning with the true nature, which is love. And then just listening to the universe and seeing what expression of love our brothers and sisters could use in that moment. And one way I like to do it is I like to kind of slow down time in a sense. So before every interaction, I like to say, well, okay, I just talked to this individual and now I'm meeting them, but they were saying they were anxious. So let me find a way to align with love and peace and help them find a greater sense of peace. And so you go into the interaction proactively, not just flying into it. That's why you kind of try to slow down time. You place the goal before the interaction, so the interaction can be a way to achieve your goal. Okay, and that's been very key for me. Go into the interaction with a goal already set, and it could be just offering love, or something more specifically being showing them a way to peace, or showing them a way to forgiveness, or showing them how they can achieve greater compassion or greater understanding. All that is service. You are being of service. And don't punish yourself if you forget to be of service, okay? Just look back at the moment and say, okay, oops, I forgot. They went to a dark place, and I went into the dark place with them and started saying negative things about that person, or X or Y or Z, or gossiping or whatever with them. Okay, that happened. We're humans. Okay, it's going to happen. But catch yourself afterwards. Review what the interaction. Oh man, I could have gone a more gentle path, but I didn't. That's okay. Okay, I forgive myself. I forgive my lack of self-awareness. But next time, I'm going to remember. And so thank you, person X or Y, because all you did was helping me practice remembering that there's another way to the state of peace. That there's another way that I can be of service. But sometimes I have to slow down time a little bit and proactively go into the interactions. And by doing so, we become the light of the world that God created us to be. And so just remember today, service is not a numbers game. It's just whoever God sends your way, that's who God is trusting you with. Be proud of yourself that God is sending his children to you. Because if God didn't trust you, then why would he send his children to you? So just remember, God is sending his children to me. How can I be of service to them? How can I show them a more gentle path, a more productive path, an easier path to peace, a path where they can start practicing aligning with the love in them? And when you do that, guess what? You feel fulfilled. You feel fulfilled when you're of service to others. Why? Why do you feel fulfilled? Because you're doing what God created you to do. God created you to be the light of the world. To be love when the world calls out for fear. And that's what you're doing. And that's why you feel fulfilled when you do that. That's your true function in this world. To be of service. To be that light. To be loving. And offer all your brothers and sisters who you truly are, so that they too can help or remind themselves who they truly are. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you can be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it would help with the listening process, and it might help somebody find this video someday who might be able to use it. If you would like to leave me a question, I would be delighted to try to offer a response. And again, if you came this far, thank you for that. I love you very much, and God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.